はい、皆さん、こんにちは。カメールと申します。引き続き、少女の聞き込みを実施していきたいと思います。誰か教
May
え
I
てくれ
ask
る
for your
かな
assistance?
Sorry. We don't see much here.
Need a different tack.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds. I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
死んでいた男が犯人というわけではないんですかね。
Hello, Nayla?
ちょっとそこら辺は分かりませんね。
My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people? Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Nayla doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
だから別の人みたいですね。十字の跡、入れ墨でしょうか、あったということですね。じゃあ、記憶の宮殿を見てみましょう。美術館への侵入者は足の不自由な喫煙家だ。石炭の足跡。画家の自宅の物色。泥棒は画家から不意打ちを受けた。死んだ日、十字架の印。胸に十字架型の勲章。遺体の爪に残った石炭くずと足跡って同じ石炭ですよね。はい。同一人物だと。足の不自由な喫煙家はマルパルオス。ここからも同一人物であることは示されていると。力ずくで引きずっていこうとしたが傷つけなかったということでしょうか。そこから導かれるのは、ただの泥棒ではなく誘拐も行うさまざまな仕事をこなすギャングの手先だった。依頼されたのかもしれないですね。で、 画家から不意打ちを受けた。物色された。もみ合いの最中に画家が命を落とした。泥棒の目的は、そうですね、マキレル殺害ではありませんでした。何か探していました。乱暴の現場を写した写真。これを探していたんでしょうね。はい。そこから導かれるのは、写真を盗むために、自宅へ行って鉢合わせして殺したと。正当防衛、正当性はどこにもありませんけれどもね。はい。で、乱暴の写真と、十字架が。この手の勲章は通常は政府の高官に与えられる。写真に写っていた高官犯が政府の高官だということですと。いうことで、新たな情報として、この人は政府の高官であることが分かったわけですね。はい。次回はというか、これから、アーカイブでこの人の正体を探っていきましょう。また、そうですね。なんか、野営地の侵入者の入れ墨、確かに特徴的な入れ墨がありましたが、これについてもちょっと探る必要がありそうなんで、探っていきましょうか。
You still here?
証拠を提示する。
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know, kid? Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
In my records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. To hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scalario. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right?
巧妙なギャングなのかもしれないですね。もしかしたら。これは、またアーカイブで、はい、詳細を探す必要がありそうですね。じゃあ、どちらもアーカイブで探す必要がある状態になったので、まずは、暴行者、この男性の正体についてアーカイブで探してみましょう。じゃあアーカイブに飛びます。市役所のアーカイブに来ました。まずはじゃあ市役所に何かあるか見てみましょう。暴行者についてですね、出ましたね。トマス・ノートン。市役所に執務室を与えられているようですね。どうやら。もう一個の件も、市役所で何か出るか見てみましょう。ベルナドッティ株式会社の概要。出ましたね。ベルナドッティの場所がバザー街道にあり、ローマ街道との交差点の近くということでありますね。はい。じゃあそこに後で行ってみましょう。
What a lovely man this Bernadotti is, eh, Sherry?
まずはトマス・ノートンについ
wait
て
until we get to meet him.
市役所にどうやらいるようなので、ここにいるようなんで、 探してみましょうか。市役所の中あんまり歩いたことないですけど、すぐ見つかるもんでしょうか。トマス・ノートン。あ、この人ですね。見つけましたよ。
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
観察してみましょう。昨晩、まあ寝れないですよね。自分のスキャンダル写真が回収できてないので。はい。まあ、事前の情報通りで、遅くまで仕事をしているのか、まあ寝れなくて、何かついてますね。赤い汚れ、ワインか。講師は遊び人だ。講師は後悔している。そうですね。恐ろしい過去の記憶を忘れ去ろうとしている。か、昨晩は家に帰らなかったのかもしれない。悪行や酒にご就寝。まあ、遊び人という人物像の方がしっくりくるかなと思います。はい。
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once ask yourself how Naylor might feel.
Who?
Neither of my hopes were fulfilled.
Why are you here?
顔面を殴る、写真を見せる、正義を執行するため。写真を見せましょうか。
Do you recognize this man?
We definitely look alike. But you have the wrong person.
Really? Then you won't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper.
All right. All right. Is this about money, as you said in the letter? What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter, it wasn't from you.
Well, it appears that more and more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink
酒
either.
好きの遊び人ということですね。
That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
絵画を盗もうとしたのか、マーキュリーを知っていたか、パーティーで何があったか、まあパーティーで何があったか聞いて
So,
みましょう。
let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault.
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
と彼は言い訳をしていますが、果たして信じるに値するかどうか。絵画を盗もうとしたのか。
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
もう言い訳ばかりですね。マーキュリーを知っていたか。
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio.
Well, him, yes, I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
さて、脅迫者は
You
誰でしょう
mentioned
か。
blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
まあ、ネイラを助けろと、難民たちを助けろとありますけれど、まあ、難民たちを助けろですかね。ネイラ個人を助けても、まあ、ネイラ一人では生きていけないでしょうから、難民たちを
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all. Naylor
そ
deserves
し
the
て
very
ネイラを助け
utmost
ろ。
of what you can do.
両
Help
方
the
ですね。
girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
はい、ということで、記憶の宮殿が更新されたんで、写真で講師を失脚させることができる講師の提案。講師は証拠を隠蔽したがっている。そうですね。また、難民たちはすべて制度の被害者だ。彼らの状況を改善しなければならない。それもそうですね。行き着く先は一択で、無慈悲な正義。講師は信用できない人物で、彼の行いはとても許されるものではない。彼はイカれるコルドナから社会的な裁きを受けるのがふさわしい。ボーゲルに写真を渡し、すべてを公表してもらおう。全体の利益のための必要枠。ノートンの非道な行いはとても許されるものではないが、彼に正義を下すためとはいえ、他の人間の自由を犠牲にすることはできない。難民たちの市民権と引き換えに講師に写真を渡そう。まあ、本当に守られるのであれば、難民たちの市民権と引き換えに講師に写真を渡してもいいんですけれども、そうですね。社会的な裁きよりも実益を 取った方がいいと思うんですけど、果たしてこの人が、約束を守ってくれるかは別の話ですよね。守ってくれなそうな気はしていますが、でも守ってくれる可能性にかけてみますか。はい。では、その方向で行ってみましょう。
Have you thought it all through?
写真を渡す。
Almost. The refugees, what will happen to them?
Well, I wouldn't be standing here in this fancy office if I didn't know how to pull the right strings. In fact, it's the only thing I know. The local governor will receive a decree signed by the House of Lords containing a request to patriate the refugees in the name of the Crown.
From where did you gain such influence?
I never asked you how you found the photograph. So don't ask the magician how he performs his tricks.
But how can I believe you?
Ugh. I presume you do believe in my selfishness. The initiator of the refugee salvation will be none other than the British envoy, savior and protector of those in need. It's a win situation for me, too. Now, what about the photograph?
You deserve to be punished, but the greater good is what matters here. I won't bargain it for justice for Nail.
I'm glad that this situation is over.
It will be over when you settle the matter of the refugees.
You have my word, Mr. Holmes.
最後までクズでしたけれども、一応実際に動いてはくれそうでしたね。ケースクローズする前に、ベルナドッティにちょっと会ってきましょうか。進んじゃったな。
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
マーキュリーは、両方知りました
I
ね、泥
tracked
棒も
down
マーキュリー
Boniface Mercurio.
I presume he wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
で、泥棒も知
I
りまし
located
た
the。thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not responsible.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
Unfortunately, I could not locate the missing painting.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, such disappointing news. Not even a shred of information? The slightest lead?
I'm afraid the case has gone cold.
I suppose if you were unable to find it, no one else could. What a pity. Oh, but I can tell. You learned something else, didn't you? What happened to your crusade of truth? Was it not that important, after all?
No truth will satisfy you, Mr. Vogel.
It was not an attack, Mr. Holmes. If you've chosen not to tell me, I respect your intention. But it is just rather boring, isn't it?
It is what it is.
Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
これは、先ほど訪ねて行こうとしていたところで
Previously, you
行けな
mentioned
そ
there may
う
have
で
been
す
more to
か
my mother's
ね。
passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
She was unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
他に
And
物は
what
何
exactly
で
have you
すか
sent me?
Frankly, I'm not sure how to answer that. I trust you'll know.
はい、では、
Thank you,
さようなら。
Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
解決はしましたけど、そうですね、先に、 向こうに行っていれば、もしかしたら絵が見つかったりしていたかもしれないですね。これか。ベルナドッティの方に行けば。まあ、これもこういうこともあるということで、いろんな選択肢を選べるのがこのゲームの面白いところですね。じゃあ続きはまた次回やっていきたいと思います。ありがとうございました。